Hi, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of Flick News. Izola here with FlickDirect, and we've got some updates on some things that are coming down the pipeline, so I thought I'd share them with you. So grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and let's get this started. Well, first on the list, we just have to talk about that after, I don't know, a week or two of just whispers and movements in the shadows, we have finally gotten confirmation that we are getting an Elden Ring movie. So excited about this, even though that game made me want to rage quit on multiple occasions. But I'm just super excited about this, and it looks like A24 is going to be at the helm of bringing this to the big stream or streaming services. Not much has come out yet about it, but we do know that it is in the works at this point. Now, to make things even better, it looks like Alex Garland, who is attached to 28 Years Later, is also going to be part of this to write and direct. So I think we might be in a good place with this. I don't want to jinx it because we've seen how games to television shows and movies don't always pan out the way we want them. But so far, I'm liking what I'm hearing. For those of you who don't know, Elden Ring is a very lore-heavy adventure game, and it's where you're playing a Tarnished who is trying to piece together the shattered Elden Ring to become the Elden Lord, essentially. That's your end target, so to speak. But there is just so much in this game and so many possibilities of where the storyline can go. So they definitely have a lot to pick from. It is dense, it is mysterious, and it is hard AF. I still haven't beaten it. I haven't. I had to, put it aside for a little bit because I was losing my zen, my peace. Again, rage quitting. It'll have you doing it. So be warned if you decide to pick up the game. Again, Garland's next piece of work is 28 Years Later. That comes out June 20th. So we're almost down for that. I think that'll give us a little bit of an idea of what we can expect for his writing style if you haven't seen anything else of his. But for now, once we hear more about Elden Ring, I will definitely keep you guys posted. I think I may go back and pick it up, but I will have to wait. Only because I just restarted Oblivion. Well, I got the remastered version. So I'm only level 13 right now because I'm one of those people. I'm a completionist, okay? So I have to do like every quest and subquest and DLC bit before I can stop playing a game, except for Elden Ring because it made me rage quit. So anyway, more information comes. I will definitely let you guys know. Well, delays strike again, and this time it is hitting Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. I mean, are we surprised though? I think a lot of things have had some delays as of late, so maybe this is a good thing. So for all the Marvel fans out there or anybody just looking forward to these movies, Disney has shuffled around their release calendar. So Doomsday is now going to come out December 18th, 2026, and Secret Wars is December 17th, 2027. So, I mean, it's still within the same year, but not just a couple months. It's more like half the year. So not quite sure what's going on. Not sure if they're just trying to move things around to get other things out sooner. This was just what we heard. That's all we know right now. But, I'm sure there will be speculation and more information within the upcoming days. But again, are any of us really shocked? No, it's not really that shocking. It's just more of a bummer. Now, as well as those release or schedule changes, there were a few Marvel movies that have kind of just poofed off of the release list. So that really means that after Fantastic Four, when it drops July 25th, during Comic-Con. So hopefully we'll have some surprises there, but they don't tell us anything until like day of. So even if we get lucky, I won't know anything. So you're going to have to stay tuned for Comic-Con coverage in July. But yeah, so after July 25th, we're not seeing anything until the new Spider-Man movie. So that's July 2026, I believe. So like, we're waiting an entire year before we have another Marvel movie. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Spider-Man movie gets pushed back either. I'm not entirely sure, again, what's going on. We're just told that there are these pushbacks and schedule changes, but maybe this is a good thing. Maybe not having those additional movies that they were trying to force out, maybe they just shouldn't come out yet, right? Because we have, Marvel fatigue, I guess, because they just try to rush too many things out, and it almost feels like the story and the substance within the story just needs to be more, and we're not getting that. So maybe this is a good thing. We'll just have to wait and see, but just know we're going to have some time to twiddle our thumbs until the next movies come out. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. See what I did there? Yeah, I know it was bad. It's like a bad dad joke. I can't help myself sometimes, though. But anyway, it's not all bad news. Robert Downey Jr. is, I wouldn't say teasing his return, because we already knew he was coming back in some capacity, and we already knew who he would be playing. But he's been, pretty active, posting some little teases. That's what we'll call it. So it's not a teaser, just teases on his Instagram. So I would definitely go check out his Instagram just so you can see what, he's doing. They're pretty funny. And then we also got some casting updates. So Sadie Sink is going to be in the movie for Spider-Man. And Liza Colon-Zayas is also going to be in Spider-Man. And then we also got some Doomsday updates. Alan Cummings is coming back. Oh, I loved him as Nightcrawler. This makes me so happy. So it's nice to see that we're going to have some old and new characters, actors who were playing those characters. So I'm very interested to see how this is all going to play out. And I'm trying to remember the lineup with the chairs. I don't remember seeing Ian McKellen's name, but it could have been in there, coming back as Magneto. And I think we all were aware of Channing Tatum's Gambit. So the wait got a little longer, but, I'm positive, trying to send those positive vibes out there that it will be well worth the wait. But for now, we have to focus on Fantastic Four. I watched the trailer again. I'm trying not to watch too much more about it, but I am so excited about this movie, and I'm glad that it's this really cool origin story set in the past. It's going to just, fingers crossed, be amazing. Can't wait. July. Get ready. It's casting o'clock again for Hunger Games. I'm sure you guys are so sick of me right now. Every single week I have been on here telling you who has been cast next into this gosh darn movie. It's big. And I'm not going to go into all the details because, again, you can go back and watch like 5 or 6 of these, and all of them tell you it's kind of a prequel, 24 years before Katniss stepped into the games. So it's going to be pretty epic because you're now getting into like the Quarter Quell, and it's just going to be nuts. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm finishing up the book. It's Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. And so far it's really, really good. I mean, all the books have been good. The movies have been good, especially since they're adaptations of a book. I think they did a really good job trying to fit so much into each of the movies. So I'm really looking forward to this. So back to who they have added to this. We are getting Kieran Culkin and Elle Fanning. Kieran is going to play Caesar, who was played by Stanley Tucci, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait to see how they're going to, try to give him that kind of style and look. And now obviously the style has probably changed slightly because he was pretty much the announcer. So I guess we'll just see how much the lifestyles have changed from this point in his life to 24 years later. Very curious about that. And then Elle Fanning's going to play Effie Trinket. So they're just bringing everybody back. And of course they have to, because they are so mixed into the lore. You get to see what happens to some of them after the games. So again, this is a huge cast. There's tons of great actors that are going to be in this movie. It's, again, I'm not going to talk about it because we've, pretty much done all of that again in other episodes. So go take a listen to those, catch up on who else is going to be in there. But for now, we have to wait until November 2026. Yeah, it's a little far away. But we do have the originals and Ballad of Songbirds. So I think that can occupy our time until it's time to see this one, which I'll probably be watching all of them just so that I can kind of have a refresh of who's who and what's going on, because it's a lot to remember. So fresh in the brain before we go see this one. And with that, this concludes this week's episode of Flick News. Please be sure to like and subscribe to all of our channels so you never miss out on any entertainment news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!